start, let us pray. Can I libres, please lead the prayer. To the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Good morning, students. How are you feeling today? Alright, that's good to hear. Who is secretary of this classroom? Kindly check the attendance, Miss Secretary. Everyone, before we proceed to our new lesson, I want you to pick up some piece of paper and after that go back to your seat. Okay. Before we will proceed to our next lesson, let us do our recap. Now, who wants to do a recap? Yes, Mr. Libres. Very good. As Mr. Libres mentioned, yesterday we have discussed about the Paradise Lost by John Milton. Moving on, let's start our lesson with a very interesting activity. How does it sound to you guys? Are you all excited? Okay, divide the class into 3 groups. Each group will be having an envelope given by me that contains puzzles to be arranged, and kindly choose your representative for each group to share an idea about the image formed out of the puzzles. I will only give you 5 minutes to do the activity. Am I clear? Okay, very good. You may now start. Your time is up. May I request the representative of each group to come up in front and say something about the picture formed by your group. Thank you so much, Representative. Looking at these pictures, what do you think is our lesson for today? Okay, next we will be having the vocabulary terms that we will be encountering for this lesson. Identify the meaning of the underlined term from the given choices below. Number 1. It was hot on that day. The children were in a jovial mood while playing at the quadrangle. Who wants to answer? Yes, miss? Okay, very good. That's joyful. Number 2. Julius Libres reluctantly accepted the outcome of the lottery. Okay, who wants to answer? Okay, Miss Manansala? Very good. That's unwillingly. Number 3. Mr. Ken put the paraphernalia on the table. What does paraphernalia mean? Oh yes, Mr. Tuyugon. Very good. Paraphernalia means personal belonging. Let's proceed to number 4. The villagers of small town gathered together in a square on May 5. Okay, what does gather means? Yes? Yes, assembled. Very good. Now that we are done with this activity, let's have a short story by Shirley Jackson entitled The Lottery. Shirley Jackson in full. Shirley Hardy Jackson, born December 14, 1916, San Francisco, California, died on August 1965, North Bennington, Vermont. She is an American novelist and short story, The Lottery. Before we begin the story, let us read these guide questions, as this will serve as your guide to have a better understanding of the story. Everyone, please read. Who won the lottery? Number 2. How did the person feel about the lottery? Number 3. Why did the children collect the pile of rocks? Number 4. What was drawn on the inside of the winning lottery ticket? Number 5. What is the price for winning the lottery ticket? Here are the characters that make up the story, The Lottery. Tessie, Hutchinson, Mr. Joe Summers, Mr. Harry Graves, Old Man Warner. Please take note that you will be the one to identify the rules and contributions after you listen to the story. Julius Libres, may I ask you to come in front of the class to read the story? And to everyone, you can also read it with your eyes quietly. Do you understand the story of the lottery? In understanding a short story, we have elements that will guide us to make it comprehensible and clear. Let's take a look at this. Elements of a short story. First, we have characters. Characters, the individuals who appear in the work of literature, including their personalities, motivations, and interactions with other characters. Next, we have setting. Setting, the time, place, and social context in which work of literature takes place. Third, we also have a plot, the sequence of events that make up a story, including the exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. There are three parts of a plot: introduction, climax, and ending. Okay, so for the introduction, this is the starting point of the story. Climax, this is the exciting part of the story, and for the ending, the highest point of the story. Okay, next is conflict. Conflict is a struggle between two opposing forces which drives the action of the story. Okay, so there are two general categories of conflict: internal conflict, external conflict. Okay, so for the internal conflict, this is a struggle within a character's own mind or emotions, such as a moral dilemma or a psychological struggle. And for the external conflict, it is a struggle between character and an outside force, often another character or a societal norm. And for the last element of a short story, theme. Theme is the central idea or messages that work of literature conveys, often relating to a universal human experience or a social issue. Do you have any questions or clarifications regarding the activity? Okay, if there's none, I want you to get 1/2 crosswise of paper and answer the following question. And for your assignment, search a few literary works that you like to read for your future use. Okay, finish or not yet finish? I want you to pass all your papers to the front. 1, 2, 3. Okay, class, if that's so, let's call it today. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.